Assalamu alaikum. In this lecture, I am going to teach about how to construct an NFA using JFlap. JFlap is a easy to use and very simple tool. NFA I am going to construct consists of set of states, that is Q. The set contains the states 1, 2 and 3. The set of alphabet would comprise of two input letters A and B. The transition function of the NFA and the corresponding transitions that we're gonna draw in NFA are listed in the table. At state 1 for input letter A, there would be no transition, so it is highlighted as the empty set. Again, at state 1 for input letter B, there would be a single transition, that is from state 1 to state 2. At state 1, there would be a single epsilon or lambda or empty string transition, that is from state 1 to state 3. For state 2, at state 2, for input letter A, there would be the multiple transitions, one from state 2 to state 2 itself, which is known as self loop, and the second one is from state 2 to state 3. Again, at state 2, for input letter B, there would be a transition from state 2 to state 3. There would not be any lambda or epsilon or null string or empty string transition at state 2. At state 3, for input letter A, there would be a transition from state 3 to state 1, and at state 3, there would not be any transition for input letter B, and there would not be any transition at state 3 for epsilon or lambda or empty string. Initial state of our NFA would be Q0, that is the state 1. Set of final states, that is QF, would comprise only one state, that would be the state 1 in our case. Now I am going to build this NFA using JFlap. From the given options, I am going to select the finite automaton. I would draw the 3 states and rename them using the property set name. I would rename Q0 to state 1, Q1 to state 2, and Q2 to state 3. Next step is to highlight the initial states and the set of final states. Initial state would be the state 1. Here I am going to select the initial state property for state 1, and similarly the set of final states consists only the state 1. So again I am selecting the property of final for state 1. Now the state 1 is both initial as well as final in our NFA. Now I am going to draw the transition arrows for our NFA. Screen is displaying the transition table for the NFA which we are constructing using JFlap. The NFA we are constructing is on the right side of the screen. Now I am going to draw the transition arrows. For state 1, there would be the two transition arrows, one for input letter B and the other for epsilon or lambda or empty string. For input letter B, there should be a transition from state 1 to state 2. And for epsilon or lambda, there should be a transition from state 1 to state 3. For lambda transition, just leave the label of the transition arrow blank. It would automatically be turned into lambda transition. Now for state 2, there would be the two transition arrows, one for input letter A and the other for input letter B. For input letter A, there should be two transitions, one from state 2 to state 2 itself, that is the self loop, and the other one is from state 2 to state 3. Similarly, for input letter B, there is a transition from state 2 to state 3. So I am just extending the input letter B as comma separated on the same transition arrow from state 2 to state 3. Now for state 3, there should be a transition arrow from state 3 to state 1 on input letter A. This is the complete NFA which we have constructed using JFlap. Thank you very much.